All right, we're getting into the nitty gritty here. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another video. ArtsyChiitos here, and I am back with another speed paint. Today, I will be focusing on the hair, the eyebrows, probably the eyelashes, if I remember correctly. I recorded this bit a few weeks ago now, and if you guys haven't noticed, I've taken a little break because, life gets busy and whatnots. But I am back with more content. I have recently had some, well, quote unquote, free time to sit up and do some doodling. So I have managed to um, finish Marcel as of the date of this video release. But that's not what today's video will cover. That'll probably be the next video if I'm not mistaken. So if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell so you can be notified when my artwork goes up. Oh my gosh, my artwork. So, I I don't know what to say for myself. I finished Marcel a couple nights ago. Now, what was it? A couple? No, it was last weekend. Okay, so I finished Marcel last weekend, and I immediately felt inspired enough to go back to Callum number 5, which, if you guys are not familiar with Callum number 5, he was many videos ago. And I just basically put up the sketch process, I guess, or the skin coloring, part of the skin coloring. But, I have been looking at some of my older artwork before, I guess, I was trying to, I don't know, redefine myself. I don't know. I went on this whole bit when I was younger with my art style because I felt like maybe I didn't stand out enough or I wasn't good enough or whatever. And it was more realistic than this current thing is right here, in which I don't absolutely hate this style, but there are definitely things that I would do a lot better if I felt like I could with this. And so, I don't know, I was just up late last weekend. I was pestering my friend who runs my Discord server with me. If you haven't checked out my Discord server yet, it's in the description box below. You can head over there and see all of our collective artwork as they relate to this book series I'm trying to author, and as well as her personal artwork. She's a great artist, so you should head over and support my girl. Um, but Callum is the male main character of this story that I am typing up, and he's looking sensational so far. I'm not gonna lie. I shocked myself by the end of my drawing session. I do believe I sat up till 3 o'clock in the morning last Saturday, and I just drew my heart out. My friend went to bed on me, and I stayed up and kept drawing, and I was just thoroughly satisfied with how his skin turned out. Now, I do have a few things I will want to touch up, but I'm thinking that has to do more so with like some lighting later on. I need to cover him up with a suit jacket because I really just wanted to kind of play with his muscle mass a little bit. Me and my friend have been sitting up trying to figure out what this man looks like because we have come up with scenario upon scenario. I've typed him up in like the third chapter of this book so far, and I've described how he looks. But when we get down to it, he never looks the same twice. And I'm thinking that this newest version of him is some sort of awakening to another revolution in my art process. So, hopefully, I can manage to make him look the same twice now with this new art style, and I'm kind of excited for it. I can't wait to show it off to you guys. I'm thinking about revitalizing my DeviantArt, which I used to post on many years ago, and I kind of ghosted it. It's been dead for a while, and I remember coming on, writing a couple of blog posts here and there. I have like 18 followers over there. So, I'll leave the link to my profile in the description of this video also. So if you want to check that out and follow me over there if you have DeviantArt, that'd be great. I'll probably start putting these finished versions over there. Uh, yeah. So that's about it. As far as me uploading, like I said, I think I can break down 2 or 3 more videos out of the stuff that I have recorded so far. Stuff has just been really weird. I know you guys can probably tell I stutter a little bit more these days. That is because back in September of 2022, I fell out of my car and I busted my front tooth out of my mouth almost. um I fractured it on a diagonal. All right, I am popular today. Sorry about that. Um, where was I? Yeah. So I broke the tooth and it fractured all the way across. And when I managed to get to the dental school after probably the fifth attempt to be seen by somebody, they were like, you've fractured up the root of the tooth, and they don't believe that it's viable to fix anymore. So I've been dealing with a lot regarding that and trying to get get stuff together so I can try to get an implant because it is the tooth in the very front of my mouth. It's starting to affect how I speak. And I've been having to like avoid eating a lot of things since September, and it's sucked all the way around. So I'm trying to figure that out. Trying to kind of boost my sales with the merch shop that I just reinvigorated because I reached 10K on my main channel. Woohoo! Um, and like boosting my knitting and crochet pattern sales. So if you do any of that and you watch this channel and you like my art style and want to support and help me get stuff panned out, then you can check out my coffee page. I'll eventually be putting out a blog post about this. I'm currently looking around for other dentists because the current one that I have, they're associated with the dental school. Um, and it's been kind of janky. Like, I don't know, I went there back in December and I was supposed to get my teeth cleaned and do all that general dentistry stuff, and then we're going to focus on like extractions and whatnots. But um I was not forewarned that the woman went on vacation and went out to California, and I showed up and they're like, "Oh, T-Heat, we have to reschedule you." And I'm like, "Well, that's not okay. I have to pay to get over here." And I like, come on, I don't live around the corner. So, got rescheduled for the next day. So I ended up having to go back the next day because I'd had a ride the day before. But like, anyway, it was a mess. And then the last appointment that I had, which was on January the 31st, I was outside trying to scrape ice off of my windshield for 40 minutes. It wasn't coming off. I was panicking. I was trying to call. Nobody answered the phone. And then I get there. I was 15 minutes late on the dot. And I am so punctual. I feel so bad when I'm late on things or when I can't deliver on whatever. So I was asking if I could still be seen. And the woman had no patients out in the lobby. There was like one guy and he was being taken in by a different dentist. And so she was just like, no. And I was like, okay, all right, all right. So like, all that complicated stuff is going on behind the scenes of these videos. So I'm really just taking the time to leisurely sit back and render up my characters, just kind of blowing off some steam. I guess I have been rambling for quite a bit during this video. Usually I don't talk this long. I will make one more little note here. This is February, and this of course is the 2-year anniversary of my website launch, and so I am updating my website behind the scenes, a lot of little graphic design thingies going on. Um, I do eventually plan on updating the artist page of mine on my website. One, because it needs it, but also because right now I'm in a like junior capstone art class and we have to have a website, and so I'm just like, I already have one. So I will be kind of updating that one a little bit and adding in some of my digital art and some of the other stuff that I've been dabbling into as it relates to my art work. So that page will be a semester long work in progress or whatnots. But anyway, hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. I will meet you guys another day and we will finish up we will actually start and finish up the clothing part of Marcel, and then I will be moving on to Callum, who has knocked my socks off thus far. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.